So hello folks, back with the video. And first of all, there was a 4-hour ERL to IRL, guys, not IRL to ERL. So first of all, buy side was swept here. Buy side liquidity was swept here. So my model was simple. If buy side has been swept, price would go to the sell side here, and there is 4-hour IRL, 4-hour ERL to this IRL was our target drawn liquidity. You can see that my target was this sell side liquidity here. My target was this sell side liquidity. So 4-hour IRL to this ERL was our target, that is sell side liquidity. There was an internal liquidity here. So from this our external liquidity to this internal liquidity was our target. And then there was a 2-hour SMT here. Where price disrespected this 2-hour bearish fair value gap and made a buy side liquidity sweep here, and made a higher high, whereas EVP respected this 2-hour fair value gap and made a lower low here. So this was the SMT. So first of all, 4-hour IRL to 4-hour external liquidity, internal liquidity, then 2-hour SMT, and then I thought price would move to this here, this sell side liquidity, as there was SMT where price swept the buy side liquidity by disrespecting this bearish FEG, whereas this bearish FEG was respected. So I thought this was an SMT and price would move to my drawn liquidity. But then also on the 5-minute chart, another confirmation was this buy side liquidity was swept. Buy side liquidity was swept, plus a market structure shift here with a displacement. So first of all, buy side was swept here, plus displacement, you can see a fair value gap here, plus a market structure shift. I thought price would now move to sell side liquidity, but destiny had another plans. Price moved up to here, then reversed and went to my stop loss. That was this high. This high was my stop loss. So why did it happen? So first of all, I took this trade on Friday. I should have exited on Friday. What happened on Monday was a new weekly range was created. First of all, it was accumulating today, and as we can see that there was a new week opening gap here, new week opening gap, which made the price consolidate here as much as possible. As price created a new PDRA, why do we should never trade on Friday weekends and hold the trade up to Monday, is because we don't know where the price opens, right? So there was a that have actually happens because there will be a new PDRA created, that is new week opening gap or new day opening gap, you can say. We can see it here, the new week opening gap, new PDRA created, then price consolidated here, and then price hits our stop loss. If I show you the execution, you can see that I sold it here on this displacement. Price went up to here and then reversed and hit my stop loss. This is what happened guys. Why do they say to never trade? Why does ICT say to never trade? Hold the trades from Friday to Monday as new week opening gap PDRA occurs. That is new PDRA price. You can see that it consolidated first and then it hit, and every time my stop loss hits I have recognized that whenever there was an SMT where IFVG is created, price taps into that. Once again we can see that price tapped into that and went to my stop loss. That is what happens every time when my stop loss gets hit, that IFVG is what disrespected and created SMT acts as IFVG, and then price goes against my bias, that is my stop loss. That is what happened guys. Why does our ICT say to never hold trades on weekends? Is because new PDRA is created, that is new week opening gap. That's why it happens. When new PDRAs are created, it should be respected. New week opening gap is the strongest PDRA. The only reason stop loss was hit because everything was A plus setup. We can see that my model combined with 2022 model. The only reason my stop loss got hit was because there was a new PDRA created, that is new week opening gap, which if new PDRA is created then the price direction can change. That's why ICT tells to never hold the trade on weekends. Lesson learned. And second thing, key takeaway is every time my stop loss gets hit, I have noticed one thing from the last 3 to 4 trades where my stop loss was set, is that when this FVG2 or SMT's FVG, which got disrespected and made price as liquidity sweep, acts as IFVG. What do I mean by that? You can see here 2 or FVG which was disrespected and price made liquidity sweep, whereas this got respected. So I consider it SMT. Whenever my stop loss hits this FVG, SMT FVG acts as IFVG, and then price, as we can see that here, price tapped once again into my FVG and then went to my stop loss. So two key takeaways from this is never hold your trade on weekends. First of all, even though this was a plus setup, because my model combined with, first of all, there was a 4 hour buy side liquidity swept. I thought price would go to this sell side liquidity here, and 4 hour ERL external to this IRL or this IRL I thought, and then there was a 2 hour SMT where euro disrespected this bearish fair value gap metallic buy side liquidity sweep, whereas this got respected and made a lower low SMT, and then 2022 model, as we can see that buy side swept plus displacement and market structure shift here. This is the market structure shift guys. So this 2022 model combined as a high win rate, but the only reason my SL got hit was because I hold the trade over weekend. Price creates a new PDRA, that is new week opening, which can make price turn into another direction. That's what exactly happened here guys. New week opening gap was formed, price consolidated, and then comes back to my 2 hour IFVG, which was bearish FVG, which was disrespected due to SMT, and then it acted as IFVG. Price taps into that once again and then My stop loss got it. The only reason my stop loss got it was because there was a new PDRA form, that is new week opening gap. That is this new week opening gap. So that's what happened here, guys. So never hold your trades weekend. We never know where the price would open next week, and there would be a new PDRA form, that is new week opening gap. It can make the price move to another direction from our anticipated direction. That's what happened here, guys. I could have taken my take profits here, but I chose to stay because I was confident about my model. And then this happens, guys. New week opening gap, PDRA, new PDRA forms, price accumulates inside it and then hits my FAG, then moves away to my stop loss. The only reason my stop loss was hit was because a new PDRA was formed, that is new week opening gap. Price changed it gears, shifted direction, and then moved over bearish FAG, which was disrespected, made SMT, acted as FAG, and then price directly went to my stop loss. That's what happened here, guys. Never hold the trade weekends. Thank you. Even your A+ setups fail because new PDRA gets formed, that is new week opening gap, which can make the price move from one direction to another. It should be bearish here, but it made the price move to here. And every time my stop loss gets hit, my FVG that got SMT'd, I would say, would act as a FVG, as we can see that here. And then price moves to my stop loss. Thank you, guys. Finally my stop loss was hit. If I show you the execution, you can see that I entered here on the 3-minute fair value gap and my stop loss was hit here. So thank you, guys. Even your A+ model setup fails, then you hold the trade weekends.